This is CBI's 26th year in helping individuals with complex support needs. To date, we have supported over 10,000 people in improving their quality of life worldwide. The lifestyle development process was developed by our director, Paul Millette, and his associates. It was one of the first published person-centered lifestyle planning processes that combined person-centered planning and positive behavior support. Over 25 years later, LDP is still improving the quality of life for people with developmental disabilities and people who use challenging behavior. We use this in all areas of our work, including PBS, customized employment, and self-determination. Let's take a look at how CBI has innovated many services we provide to British Columbians. There has always been a great deal of demand for our services. Unfortunately, this often led to lengthy waiting lists. CBI, as well as our contract partners, wanted to find a way to support people who were waiting for our services. Additionally, service providers regularly requested service from CBI after our initial involvement was finished. It would seem that turnover in direct care providers lead to support plans going by the wayside. To address this problem, CBI developed a new consultation model to increase capacity within families and service providers to both reduce the need for professional behavior support and to increase the number of people who were receiving behavior support. CBI calls this model of consultation capacity training. Through this approach, families, schools, and service providers can access our information, resources, as well as our whole process online. It makes learning much more flexible as we are now able to support a variety of learning styles. Capacity for learning is also increased because now entire teams can access information they require at any time. Let's take a look at what this process looks like. CBI uses an online learning management system, LMS. Team members are registered to access modules on our system. It is a very user-friendly system with lessons or modules running just like YouTube videos, where users can control the speed of their presentation to suit their learning style. Through simple navigational controls, users can come back to previously viewed lessons, download necessary forms, and participate in online discussions. Now let's see how our training is organized to get the right information to the right team members. Typically, our positive behavior support capacity training is delivered in 3 phases. Phase 1 is an approximately 20-hour curriculum that covers a detailed introduction to PBS, how to complete a personal profile, and an FBA for a focus person, and then complete a behavior support plan designed to make a challenging behavior inefficient, ineffective, and irrelevant. We offer a great deal of flexibility in the presentation format. Typically, a consultant will lead the group through the curriculum. Working with schools and service providers, we discovered that train the trainer model to build an internal PBS team to be the most successful. It allows the students to set the self-directed pace of learning while ensuring the fidelity of implementation by our consultants. Phase 2 is an approximately 6-hour, 2-module curriculum that introduces users to the key points of PBS and the purpose and process of FBA, Functional Behavior Assessment. The second session introduces users to the lifestyle development process, scheduling, and choice making. This phase is appropriate for behavior interventionists, educational assistants, and direct care providers. Usually one of the trainers who has completed Phase 1 with CBI support leads participants through this portion of the curriculum. Phase 3 introduces PBS teams to higher-level behavior support strategies, such as instructional supports, self-regulation, video modeling, and cognitive behavior therapy. This phase is appropriate for schools and service providers' PBS teams after they have mastered the teaching of Phase 2.
Let's hear what our agency partners have to say about CBI's capacity training.
My name is Kevin Lusignan. I'm the Executive Director of the Community Venture Society. We're located in Port Moody and we serve children and adults with developmental disabilities. Capacity building project has helped us to help our staff to learn over time. In each time that a person that we serve has a challenging behavior, our staff, they now know to come to us and say, hey, what should we do? And we say to them, well, you should go through the modules. And if you do that, then you're going to come up with a personal profile that we can check against the day-week schedule to make sure that a person is experiencing the maximum quality of life. And in doing this over many iterations, we've found that our staff, they've learned the basics with respect to positive behavior supports. So the organization itself has actually grown in capacity. And as a result, we've seen people who have come onto what we call our PBS list, and after spending a period of time with interventions that staff and CBI have come up with, we've seen their quality of life get better. We've seen their behaviors drop off, and so that we're in a position where we're basically just monitoring the situation and making sure that the interventions that have been co-designed by our staff and CBI are being implemented with fidelity. So we're seeing staff have better days. We're seeing the people we serve have better days, and it's changed our organization for the better. So what makes this capacity building project much more efficient over the traditional model? It's a much more efficient use of consultants' time, and we still arrive at the same outcome anyway. So in that respect, for funders, it's just simply cheaper. For our organization, it's simply better because our staff are learning. And that's important. It's important because when they arrive at a multi-element support plan, our staff have a hand in that plan all the way, every step along the way. And we know that when people have a hand in the plan, they're more likely to execute it than if it was just a consultant saying, here's the plan, implement it. So we're seeing better outcomes in terms of the implementation because our staff better understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Over the years, CBI has supported hundreds of families, dozens of schools and service providers to complete our 20-hour curriculum. Among others, some of the typical outcomes reported by the participants include decreases in challenging behaviors, increases in quality of life, decreased sick days taken by the staff, decreased time off work due to injury, and increased staff retention. In summary, CBI has developed a highly effective consultation model that benefits the individuals CLBC serves and is cost-effective for CLBC. We would be pleased to meet with you to discuss how we might address the needs and pressures CLBC faces. For more information about our positive behavior support, please contact us via our webpage at cbiconsultants.com or call us at 604-320-1960. Now let's take a look at what Customized Employment team is doing at CBI. Customized Employment is a person-centered process. We start off supporting the job seeker in recognizing their strengths, talents, skills, and abilities, and helping them match those to positions needed in the workplace. The process is client-driven. The job seeker is actively involved in all job search activities with an employment specialist guiding them every step of the way.
Unfortunately, employment outcomes for people with diverse abilities remain low. Recent estimates show unemployment rate for this population at 70 to 80% throughout North America. With customized employment, we can improve this number and help more people reach their hopes and dreams and provide a mutual benefit to employer as well as a job seeker in a real work for real pay position.
The end goal of the customized employment process is to find or create a real work for real pay position for the job seeker. This position will match the individual's ideal conditions of employment while matching the employer's business needs. As of February 2017, CBI Consultants has found 206 real work for real pay positions throughout British Columbia. Here's what one of the employers had to say about a customized employment placement into her company, the Home Depot.
Over the years, supporting individuals via the customized employment process, we came to the realization that individuals with support weren't fully engaged in the process and took wait-and-see approach. Similarly, individual support team were also not really involved in the customized employment process at all. As a result, expectations of the process were not always clear, and our job seekers didn't always come out of the program with clear understanding of their strengths, talents, or what jobs they would be most suited for. Unfortunately, this led to the situation where our job seekers would always end up needing support when looking for employment and were forced to stay within the service continuum. This led us to look at evidence-based research and to develop a curriculum to support our job seekers in learning about themselves, their skills and strengths, and give them the opportunity to advocate for themselves. This led us to self-determination groups. Self-determination is being able to make decisions, being able to act in ways in which you prefer, and having control over your own life. We developed and started our first self-determination group in 2010, where we supported a number of job seekers to learn about themselves and to be able to recognize their skills, strengths, learning styles, and talents, and taking them into creating a self-directed life plan and recognizing their ideal conditions of employment and possible employment fits in the community. This process is done in a group setting, but is still person-centered and also develops social skills, relationships, and work skills.
CBI Consultants has developed a middle and secondary school self-determination curriculum which focuses on supporting individuals to make better choices and to develop responsible decision-making skills. Participants consistently demonstrate increased self-awareness and understanding of what makes them unique as individuals. Graduates of this program have shown improvements in such areas as personal self-advocacy, communication, assertiveness, knowledge of rights and responsibilities as citizens, employees, and students. Additionally, self-determination curriculum covers topics such as problem-solving, self-monitoring, and self-management, self-evaluation, self-reinforcement, as well as relationship building. At the core of the program, we help students to set specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals in all areas of their life, not just employment. Without a doubt, individuals we've supported via our customized employment and self-determination instruction programs have shown to consistently achieve better employment outcomes. They are deeply involved in the planning of their own future and have shown much higher levels of self-esteem, confidence, as well as increased ability and willingness to advocate for themselves. Additionally, our participants have consistently shown improvement in developing appropriate social relationships with peers, families, and their supports. These improvements have been shown to positively affect individuals' overall quality of life, not only in the employment area, but in recreation and leisure, social domain, relationship building, education, transportation, including travel, and housing.